Hey everybody, welcome back to Quali-Tea time for the 16th of September 2015, here in what is actually often being called the future, which is a little strange. Anyways, so channel news, as I dismount my fox here, channel news this week is that I will be in attendance of MCM London from the 23rd to 25th of October this year. I'm not a guest, I'm not a panelist, I'm not an exhibitor, I'm just a visitor. So currently I don't have any meetups planned, but if you are attending the MCM London event, then I'm happy to take photos, I'm happy to give hugs, that kind of thing, if I happen to see you on the floor. So with that in mind, I hope to see some of you there. The schedule this week begins on Friday with Oddworld, where we continue on with Zulag 4. On Saturday, we have Fox Team Alpha with some of the patrons, as well as, of course, the Dungeons and Dragon Hats stream, barring technical malfunction. And on Sunday, we have XCOM continuing with the huge Abductorship mission. And then on Tuesday, we hopefully have the return of Night of Fangs. It's been kind of waylaid by a couple different technical difficulties. The first was people having trouble logging onto the server, the second was the login servers being down for basically ages, which, bad timing, bad sequential timing. And of course we'll also have Yogdor's Live 34 on Tuesday, so yay. And then on Wednesday we'll have Edgington with a surprise visitor. Fun. So, moving on to Lying Answers, we have a question from Sappy Nyan, one of my long-time subscribers. What is your favourite brand of tea? I'm kind of boring, I usually just go with Yorkshire. Yorkshire's not easy to come by outside of the UK is my understanding, but it's a fairly standard, just kind of, you got the builders in and you're going to make them a cup of tea, you get them some Yorkshire. And that's what I got most of the time, because I'm Northern, so. Krakaton asks, what advice can you offer a new Dungeon Master who wishes to create custom campaigns for a pre-existing setting? Look at the setting. Figure out what parts are at some kind of precipice, figure out what kind of direction the world is taking, figure out what's making it tick and what people inside of the world already have as their motivations, and then break them if you want. You can also add other characters who are trying to, like, surmise their own rise to power and like figure out how they might do that by working through the echelons of the cultural landscape of that setting. Just see what gears are in motion and then tack on your own gears to that, basically. That's the best advice I think I can give. Lamps on Wheels TR asks, if you were to reach your final Patreon goal, what changes would we expect to see to videos or scheduling of said videos? If we hit the $1,200 mark a month, then I will be doing daily videos, which means a video every day of the week. This means that some series will become more common. Obviously, ones that involve multiplayer are a lot harder to schedule way in advance. I currently have, like, XCOM, Edgington, and the like scheduled all the way to the end of the month. But things like Night of Fangs require that I actually be on a server with a bunch of people, and we have a lot of different time zones and a lot of different schedules, so those videos would probably still be in roughly the same kind of popularity and, like, occurrence, but other series could come in to try and cut the slack, so Undermine, for example, might turn up a lot more often. Abby Snail 10 asks, if you were stuck on a desert island with two of the Yogscast characters, which two would you take, and why? Now, you specifically say characters here, which is good, because taking almost any of the actual person Yogs would probably end up with me still dying. I think of the characters, I would probably go, let's see, Rivian, because he's an Ender Mage and can probably teleport me out of it, or at least would be a fairly decent hunter, and then probably Panda. Panda looks like a decent survivor. I'm not too familiar with his Minecraft content, but I think Panda would be a pretty good one. So, Yogscast Rivian and Yogscast Hybrid Panda. Although actually Hybrid Panda has a lot of experience with viruses. Ooh, he might be infectious. Anyways, that's it for this time. So next time, of course, all of the questions are sourced from the comments below, so leave them in a message there if you want me to try and answer them next week. And catch you all next time. Bye-bye.